How are the talks going with Iran? Are you happy with the progress?
No, I'm not. I'm not happy with the fact that they're not willing to give us what we have to have. So I'm not thrilled with that. We'll see what happens. We're talking later. We'll have some additional talks today. But no, I'm not happy with the way they go.
Are you concerned at all about President Bill Clinton being deposed and that sets precedent for you and your family?
I don't like seeing him deposed, but, you know, they certainly went after me a lot more than that. I don't like seeing him. Look, I like him, and I don't like seeing him deposed.
Saying they have the votes to subpoena Howard Lutnick. What is your reaction to that?
Howard would go in and do whatever he has to say. He's a very innocent guy, doing a good job.
Mr. President, you special envoy to Barack now is in Iraq. What's your message to the Iraqi leadership?
Well, I get along very well with the Iraqi leadership. Thank you.
Governor Pritzker posted on social media that you're planning to steal the 2026 midterm elections. In fact, he says the plan is already underway. How do you respond to Governor Pritzker?
Well, he's got to focus on crime in his state. The crime in his state's doing very badly. If we went and took care of it, we would do just like Washington, D.C. We have no crime. Memphis, it's down 82%. Louisiana, you take a look at Louisiana. What he should really do is focus on crime in his state because there's too much of it.
Have you made a final decision of Iran? Have you made a final decision on Iran? Have you made a final decision on Iran?
No, I haven't.
Do you believe that Iran is producing nuclear weapons?
If negotiation break down with Iran?
Well, we haven't made a final decision. We're not exactly happy with the way they negotiated. They cannot have nuclear weapons, and we're not thrilled with the way they're negotiating. So we'll see how it all works.
What was that vote doing in Cuba, and do you believe the Cuban government?
The Cuban government is talking with us, and they're in a big deal of trouble, as you know. They have no money, they have no anything right now. But they're talking with us, and maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba. We could very well end up having a friendly takeover of Cuba.
Well, what about the vote, sir? The vote that was there?
Many years. We've had a lot of years of dealing with Cuba. I've been hearing about Cuba since I'm a little boy, but they're in big trouble, and we could very well, something good, I think very positive for the people that were expelled or worse from Cuba that live here. You know, we have people living here that want to go back to Cuba, and they're very happy with what's going on.
What about the last news of Epstein files, in particular Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton? What about that?
I don't know anything about the Epstein files. You know, I've been fully exonerated. Yeah,
with the options that you've been briefed on for Iran, is there a risk that strikes could turn into a long, drawn-out conflict in the Middle East?
I guess you could say there's always a risk. You know, when there's war, there's a risk in anything, both good and bad. We've had tremendous luck with myself, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi. Everything's worked out, and then we do the Midnight Hammer and so many others. Everything's worked out, and we want to keep it that way, but we're going to see. Look, it'd be wonderful if they'd negotiate really in good conscience, good faith and conscience, but they are not getting there.
Is your goal, Mr. President?
So far, Peter, they're not getting there.
Has your team told you that if you use the military now, that there will be regime change right away?
No, nobody's told me.
Mr. President,
No, I mean, nobody knows that. There might be and there might not be.
Mr. President, is your goal?
It'd be nice if we could do it without, but sometimes you have to do it with. When you looked at look, we have the greatest military anywhere in the world. There's nothing close. I'd love not to use it, but sometimes you have to.
Mr. President, to be clear,
are we going to have a change in the regime in Cuba soon?
Well, Cuba's doing very badly. They're failing. Cuba right now is, to put it mildly, a failing nation. And I've been hearing about Cuba. I said before, since I'm a little boy, I've been hearing about Cuba. And everybody wanted to change. And I can see that happening. Marco Rubio is dealing on it, and at a very high level. And, you know, they have no money, they have no oil, they have no food. And it's really right now a nation in deep trouble, and they want our help.
Mr. President, in Iran,
talk about sanctions relief for Russia and expanding U.S.-Russia economic and trade ties as part of
sanctions relief. I'd like to just see that war over with. I spoke with President Putin. Would like to see the war end. And I would like to see it end fast.
Sir, are you
25,000 people died last month. It's crazy. To have that war is just absolutely, it's a shame.
Sir, are you considering a national emergency? Are you considering a national emergency around the midterm elections?
Who told you that?
There's been reporting that there's an executive order, proposed executive order about this. Are you looking at that? Are you considering?
I've never heard.
I know that you said that the regime of Delcy Rodriguez is cooperating, but in that government there's still an individual, the Minister of Interior, Diosdado Cabello. He's still indicted by the U.S. government for narco-trafficking and narco-terrorism. Do you want to see him facing charges here in the United States?
What we'll do is I'll take a look at it.
Will there be implications for Cuba? Are you going to cooperate around President Putin, sir?
We'll see what happens. We want to make a deal. We're going to make a deal. It's a question of when. We want to make, how are you? Hello, how are you?
Hello.
We want to make a deal with Russia. We want to make a deal with Ukraine. I think we're very close, but we'll see what happens.
President, will there be an update on Cuba?
Mr. President, thank you. Mr. President, what are you going to do about the violation of Rwanda? He violated the peace accord.
We're looking at it this afternoon. That's exactly.
Mr. President, talk.
Mr. President, are you planning to restore ties with Belarus? Are you planning to restore ties with Belarus? With Belarus in Europe?
Yeah. What about Belarus? Yeah, I know it very well. Well, go ahead.
Are you planning to restore a relationship with them?
We have a good relationship, and the leader is somebody that I have a lot of respect for. With Belarus, we have a very good relationship.
Do you have any conditions for them?
I like the leader a lot.
Do you have any conditions for them?
What do you say?
Mr. President.
Less, not more.
Mr. President, congratulations on the State of the Union, sir. Mortgage rates, 30-year mortgage rates hit below 6% the first time in 4 years.
Mortgage rates are going down very rapidly.
What is your message to young people like me who want to buy a home under you?
Save a little money, wait a little longer, you're going to get a mortgage for a very low rate.
Mr. President, is there a talk about what
He's got a great job, too. What?
is there
Iran that was shot down in Texas. Hold on. Is Iran trying to string you along?
Well, we're not happy with what's going on. They should make a deal. They'd be smart if they made a deal. No nuclear weapon. We want no nuclear weapons by Iran, and they're not saying those golden words.
Mr. President, I'm filling in for Brian Glenn. What do you hope to achieve on this trip to Texas? Do you plan on making any endorsements while you're there?
What we're having is tremendous luck with oil. We've got more oil than anybody, and the prices of gasoline are coming way down, and prices generally are coming way down. The pricing it's been amazing what we've been able to do in 1 year. Prices are way down, led by energy, led by oil. So it's Texas. It's a little bit of an oil meeting, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
President,
Are you still
Considering an executive order on elections?
No, I haven't heard about that.
Mr. President.
Thank you. Next weekend in Florida, are you receiving leaders from Latin America? What do you intend to discuss with them? And if you had a date to receive the president of Brazil here at the White House?
Well, I get along with the president of Brazil very well. I'd love to.
And for the meeting with Latin America leaders.
Pakistan has waged a war against Afghanistan. Have they asked you to intervene? Has anyone reached out to you on that?
I would, but I get along with Pakistan, as you know, very well. Very, very well. You have a great prime minister. You have a great general there. You have a great leader that I think two of the people that I really respect a lot. And I think that Pakistan is doing terrifically well, yeah.
Mr. President, why you are not happy about Nouri Maliki nominated to become a new Prime Minister of Iraq?
We're going to see what happens with Iraq. We're going to see what happens.
Thank you, Mr. President.
It'll all work out well. And I like Iraq, and I like the people of Iraq a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you.